Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. So grab something to drink, grab something to nibble on and eat because I've got some. Because it's part two of the What Makes a Villain and kind of a follow up with the bullies with Jubilee and everything because we've got another bully. We got a solo bully this time. And it's crazy how, with this bully, this is the woman that my ex's mother loved. She wanted me to be just like her. Every time I would go to Lake City. Oh, have you heard of Candace Owens? Oh, you need to listen to her. You need to watch her. See, let's look at this video together. Oh, yeah, give me your phone. Put her name, follow her. It's like, yeah, this is her username. You need to listen to her. And it's like, see, she says there's no racism. See that she says nothing's wrong with what's going on with black people, that it's you guys that are the issue. See, she says black people are the issue within America. All there were some times where she would be like, "Oh, I want to show you another video from her that talks about how you guys blame everything on racism." And so this was after dinner, so I was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna run to the restroom real quick." Yeah, I went straight to the guest room and I started playing some Our Cartoon President, which please Stephen Colbert bring that cartoon back. I'm the biggest fan of that. I loved that show. That got through me. That got me through. Okay, that got me through the first time. I can't even believe I have to say the first time. Should have been the only time, but anyway. Oh, in the petty. Oh, and I heard. Oh, South Park. I'm going to be watching the South Park one as soon as possible. Oh, I heard they went so petty, and oh, it's like part of me just kind of thought like, oh my gosh, if our cartoon president could team up with South Park, that oh my gosh. But anyways, okay. If you haven't heard, look up South Park just got petty with the White House, with the president and the orange guy. Oh my gosh, they went in. So I love the First Amendment. I love they might love the Second Amendment and they might be trying to destroy the First Amendment because they don't like people who disagree with them. They don't like how other people have different opinions, but then they call us the sheep. They call us the sheep, but then they're trying to ban bucks. They call us the sheep when they are trying to close down different types of education and they're trying to tell the teachers in the schools what they are allowed to teach. Huh. So they are literally trying to train, they are literally trying to evolve everyone as sheep to follow them, to go with what they say and as they do. But then they call us sheep because we don't agree and we don't have the same viewpoint. But then they call us sheep, but they are literally trying to force us instead of trying to persuade or convince and debate us into the point where we're like, oh, maybe you're right. No, they are literally trying to force the laws to so that we don't have a choice but to agree with them, and they're trying to brainwash us. But then like I said, get a snack, get something to drink on. But it's I just think it's really funny how they keep trying to call us the sheep and everything, because even on date, like I said, if you've been watching the episodes of the dating nightmare ones, when I have the screenshots of what men write me, you will see there's been quite a few MAGA men who have had the nerve to try to say that I'm nothing but a sheep. Haha, haha. But then I look at their profile and then, yeah, let's just say in the education department and almost everything that they say, yeah. Um, But yeah, I digress. I digress. Cause yeah, let's get back to Candace Owens because, ooh, she is a villain. She is a bully. And this is all in my opinion. Remember all of the stuff that goes on in every single episode of yeah, all in my opinion. But I do have evidence. I do have, because she's getting sued. She's getting sued. And I don't have any empathy, sympathy, or compassion for her. She gets what she gets. She deserves this. Because I mean, at least when I talk about people, I have evidence. I have stuff to help me and everything like that. But then it's like, and I've never tried to call someone out their gender. It's like if I'm going to call someone a bigot, I have things to back me up. If I'm going to call people racist, or an ableist, or a hater, or someone who just, yeah, it's like I have the resources and I back myself up in every episode. I have the screenshots. I have the video, I have the clips, I have the articles. It's like I have the studies. Yeah. But with Candace, poor all I have to say, oh my gosh, I don't get to do this too often because, yeah, I'm not in the South, but it's like I get to actually say, bless her heart, and mean it in the most sarcastic, awful way. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that felt good. Because if you're gonna try to call people out their name and try to say that they look like a man, for one, Candace Owens, do you know how that started? Like, do you know the development of that, especially with black women? Because it's really funny. As a black woman, you're gonna do that. As a black woman, you're gonna do that. You're gonna go there. And I was like, I know she probably doesn't care with what happened with Mrs. Obama because till this day, because yeah, I still I haven't gone to that episode, and now that picture is all stuck, backed up in like yeah. But do you know how many times I've caught groups of people on social like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff calling Mrs. Obama a man, and then even on dating apps, men have called me a man because I'm a Democrat. Oh, you look like that because you went through surgery. You look like that because yeah, you're really a man. I know you like you wouldn't look like that. It's like naturally, or you'd want to date me. You'd want me. These are all from MAGA conservative men. That's the kind of stuff they tell me when it's like they find out that I'm not interested in them automatically because of my list of standards. That's what they tell me. You're nothing but a man. You're really a man. You look like a man. Or, oh, that's not you. I know that's not you. Oh my god, like, it's it's just amusing, and I don't know. It's just I really want to ask Candace, why hate on women like this? Why hate on people like this? Because, and that's one reason. Like when I call people out their name, it's usually racist, bigot, hateful, awful, ignorant, poorly educated, stuff like that, because it's the awful, hateful, despicable things that come out of their mouths. And with Candace, she's turned out to be a bigot so many times. She's just a bigot. Because like Candace, you may not remember this. I know she'll never listen to this, but I know you may not remember this. But remember what you did when you saw the disabled models modeling. I believe it was Kim Kardashian's line, one of her clothing lines, and you were like, why would they do that? Why would they put someone like that up there? It's like, don't Republicans say all lives matter? It's like, even right now, don't you guys say everyone has to work? Shouldn't you be happy and proud that a person with a disability is working? It's like, I mean, because yeah, you guys say that we gotta work, but it's like you don't want us to work certain positions, or you say we're not good enough, or we're not capable or able, and everything like that. But then you still want us to work. But then, what jobs do you want us to have? Okay, and then you say there's no racism and everything like that, even though back in the day when I think you were in college or something like that, when you literally had a racism type of lawsuit because you claimed some like either an organization or like people at the school was being racist towards you. But I guess after you went through that, there was no more racism, right? It was just erased, right? Oh, but yeah, it's like yeah, she's not like to me, she's nothing but a bully because almost each and every episode she has just had all of this hate, and it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, why do you hate people so much? And it's like, why do you target, like, a lot of her demographic are the bullies that love to hear her bully. And so when 3 million views are going on with one of her episodes talking about a leader of a country being a man, is she shocked that she's getting sued? Is she shocked that she's getting sued? Because, like I said, like, when I talk about people, I back it up. I have, like, with the guys from the dating apps, when I talk and mention them, I have the screenshots. I have the screenshots and I post them on here. She was like, so if they even try to say they didn't say it, okay, then what happened here? Like, how'd I get this message then? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, yeah, so it's like, I mean, I'm saying that because I just think it's crazy and funny how, like, if you're going, she has the nerve. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just so disgusting because, again, like, this has happened to me. And yes, I know the world doesn't revolve around me, but I'm going to be showing empathy and compassion towards the woman who she tried to, you know, bully and troll and everything like that, because I know how awful it feels. Because, especially, like, since I don't agree with you, you're saying I'm a man. And part of me, like, with the episodes of nearly like 3 million people watching, is like, I heard, like, she even tried to go through facial, like, structures of why she looks like a man, like, all this other garbage. And it's just like, what? For one, why is it any of your business? Two, she has said she is a woman so many times. So be quiet, shut up. And it's like, and it's three, this just shows how much you hate the trans community. Because even if she is or was or whatever, why is it any of your business? And why is your demographic so interested in that anyway? She is a woman. She says she's a woman. Believe her. And if you don't believe her, move on to another topic on a different day. Come on. It's like, you're going to try to drag a woman. You're a woman. And especially, like I said, as a black woman, you should know your history. How with black female slaves, it's like a lot of black women had, like, the broader shoulders and the, like, especially since working all day, it's like more muscular and everything like that. Like, a lot, like, they started saying that black women looked like men, or we looked more masculine and things like that. That's why even in commercial, like, beauty products and different things like that, they cater things towards white women. And it's like being dainty and, like, all of this other stuff. It's like, they like target white women and stuff like that. It's like, if you don't, like, I watched quite a few documentaries on the beauty of America and the stereotypes and things like that. And just just with what she is doing is disgusting. Because I love all the women, trans, real, like, I don't care. I think we all need to have each other's backs. I mean, it's kind of hard to have MAGA women's backs because a lot of them want me deported, even though I'm an American citizen, even though through my family, we started off as slaves in this country and things like that, even though a lot of them tell me that I shouldn't have been educated because it was like, yeah, all of the racist things I've had said to me. But then a lot, like, especially MAGA women, it it's like, because, and you have to realize, like, what Candace Owens says, she's kind of like she was one of the big leagues with MAGA. I think one reason she's hanging on for dear life is after she got let go, or whatever, from that huge, like, MAGA channel thing or whatever. But I just feel like, was she that desperate? It's like she had to find someone to bully and target and harass and be mean to, because this is viewed all around the world. It's like she like, we don't know what kind of messages or how she is targeted because of her episodes. It's like now, it's like instead of just one awful, terrible bigot saying that she is a man, now listeners from around the world might be trying to write her, or they might be doing posts or articles and things like that in response to what she is saying, or they might be trying to do research or look up or even look at her health records and things that are just awful, terrible, and just mind your business. It's like she says she's a woman, so she's a woman. Get over it. And if you don't agree, get over it. And it's like, it's kind of like with a lot of the racists out there. It's like they don't agree with diversity, equity, and inclusion. So they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to actually. Yeah, they don't want to get over that either. Yeah, they want to send all of us home, and yeah, and that's the thing. It's like her demographic is MAGA, and based off of the Jubilee episode, they want her to go home too. They would want her to go home too. It's like, just because with the Hispanic guy who wasn't really, yeah, and then with like the guy in the middle, the host guy, yeah, they wanted him to, yeah. It's like part of me just like, because this is how I was gonna kind of circle the episode in part one, but it's just kind of funny because even though Candace Owens is part of MAGA and part of the Republican Party and everything like that, what would have happened if she was in the middle of that circle? How would they have looked at her? What would they have said with her? Because she's black. She's a black woman. I mean, the woman part kind of doesn't matter, whatever, because yeah, the white women in that circle were. It's like there was that one that was in another Jubilee circle. She's, I think, originally from Canada, and I've watched some of her videos, and ooh, ooh, ooh. In my opinion, she's a bigot too. In my opinion, like, yeah. But if you align her, like, if her and Candace Owens were next to each other, it would be like yin and yang. Yeah, they would go together. Just yeah. Even though she'd probably want to send Candace Owens back where she came from. Yeah, if you yeah, they would align great or whatever. But I just kind of wonder what would have happened if Candace Owens was in that circle, in that Jubilee circle. It's like with all of those MAGA people. What would how would she have reacted when the guy would have said, "I'm a fascist"? It's like, and then the other guy, would he have gone up and shaken her hand and been like, "Where are you from? Where are your parents from?" How would she have responded? What would her comment and reaction been like? I really want to know that. Because she has to understand that people that she celebrates with, people that she is aligned with, they hate her. They love her bullying, but they hate her. It's like they will nod and applaud and be happy, but at the same time they would want to put her on a boat and send her back where she came from, on a plane, whatever. Yeah. They don't like her. They love the hate that she's posting around. They love how she's dehumanizing people. They love her bullying. They love her trolling. But do they like her? No. It's like Candace is promoting and helping their cause. She is helping the bullying. She is helping the motion of their party. Like with the hatred and judgment and everything like that. She's helping that, like the waves of hatred move along. And that's why I have the river of racism. Yeah, perfect. But I don't know. It's just crazy. I I'm at a loss for words because now it's like I really want to know. It's like, in your comments below, like, how do you think she would have reacted, or what questions do you think they should have asked her? And also, Do you think she would have nodded and agreed with a lot of what they said? Because we have to remember, like, a lot of the things they said, they want a white America. And remember, the guy that was originally there, he was like, no, it's a lot more, it got a lot more racist than they showed. They didn't show everything. And when he said that they left so quickly, he was like, no, like the security guard of my sister, like, no, we left. We went by, no, we didn't stick around. We didn't, no, we left. Kind of reminds me, yeah, like history wise, of the sundown towns. It's like he left before that sun came down. He left before they were able to turn that light off, and I can't blame him. And I kind of just wonder, how would Candace have felt? Would she had stuck around after? I wonder if she would have. Would she have felt more comfortable because she kind of bullies and hates on the same people as they do? It's like, even though some of them don't like or hate her as well, but since they agree with, like, since, she will promote what they hate, they'll probably, like, we'll let her, stick around until the sun comes down a little bit, if we get bored, but I mean, I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel. It's like, because we have to remember, she is a black woman that is helping them, because, like, with my ex's mother, Candace is like, every time I would say anything of my political standings, it's like, for her to try to prove me wrong, she was like, oh no, let Candace Owens said this, and oh, you're wrong because Candace Owens, like, look at this episode, and it's like, it was to a point where I'm like, my life, I didn't live Candace Owens' life. I am nothing like Candace Owens. It's like, when I tell you my examples of when I get pulled over and how a police officer called me the N-word, you kind of just laugh. Like, maybe he, like, and it's crazy how many white people have told me, oh, they were just stressed, they're having a bad day. Oh, well, you know what? It's like, sometimes that just comes out of people's mouth. Whose mouths? Who? That just comes out of your mouth. How? When? No, no, it doesn't happen that way. Linguistically, brainwise. No, I've studied that. No, yeah, I've studied anthropology. That's not how. No, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it happens. No. And so whenever my ex's mom, because my ex never, oh, he, like, well, he was so called a liberal, but now I think he just played a liberal in order to date me or whatever. Because, like, especially once we got to the fourth, fifth year of the relationship, because once he was like, oh, she's stuck with me now, because, like, my walking was getting worse, I was still undiagnosed, doctors still didn't want to deal with me, or they kept saying I was making it up or whatever. And so I just feel like he was like, oh, she's getting worse and she's not going to break up with me because no one else is going to date her with how she's walking, whatever. And I mean, that's how I felt. Like, if he says I'm wrong, I have so many examples. Oh yeah, it's like, listen to the other. Yeah, I talk about him all the time on here. So yeah, with the examples I've given, if I haven't proven it yet, buckle your seatbelt. I have so much more. I have so much more. And it's crazy though, because when I broke up with this fool, like, she wrote me like, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to him." But yeah, but you said the only reason I got into college is because I'm black. You said the only reason I got the professor job is because I'm black. You said the only reason that I got hired as a promotional model is because I'm black. You said the only reason I was able to write a book is because it's like, with being like, yeah, oh, I need to, she had some kind of excuse of black weakness and stuff like that. It was something so bizarre, to the point where I remember I looked at my ex's oldest daughter and she looked at me because she was on the other side of the room with her cousins. And so, like, a few minutes later, she came and sat on the couch and she whispers, like, "Can we anime?" I'm like, you read my mind. We went and we watched some anime on the laptop or whatever. Because I'm like, skip this mess. I'm gonna say some racist car. Like, it's like, so You're saying that I'm not naturally intelligent enough to write a novel. You're saying I'm not smart enough to write a novel or books, period, because I'm black, but I was only capable of finishing because it's like, and she, oh, it's like, I can't remember all of it because I think I was so shocked of how stupid she sounded. And I was so alarmed because I was just like, are you, what? I couldn't believe how I was just like, and but then I have to remember what city they live in and where they're from and stuff like that. And I'm like, because my ex used to brag, we never studied African American history. And he would smile and brag about that when his daughter had homework for African American month. And I helped her because he was like, oh, I'm not going to help her with that. It's not a big deal. He was like, oh, it's a month. Yeah, and you celebrate that you didn't learn any African American history in school, and that's not a big deal. But then when I try to tell you African American history and then you tell me it's not real, but then when I show you an article online on it, and then you kind of look at me like, shut up, leave me alone or whatever, or don't bother me with this mess because I didn't learn it, so I don't want to learn it, and I refuse to learn about other people other than myself because my mom grew up ignorant and so I want to stay ignorant. There's nothing wrong with being ignorant, poorly educated, because that's just how my family is. But yeah, that's just my opinion though. That's just my opinion though. But let me know, what do you think about Candace Owens and this whole lawsuit thing? And how would you feel if someone misgendered you, or not only that, but then started a podcast or a series on it talking about how they think you are the opposite gender and stuff, and or they try to judge your feminism or your masculinity and things like that, even if it's by how you do something or whatever. Because even we have to remember some of these Fox News or these Republican jerks and stuff, I'll just say jerks, they have the nerve to say, this is how men sip or drink a soda. This is how men are supposed to eat. This is how men sit down. This is how men, like, it's called sit, eat, do whatever the crap you want to. And it's like, when I see men with fingernail polish, I'm like, ooh, it's like, especially when it matches or when it, like, it's a nice color, I'm like, ooh, okay. It's like, I don't care. It's like, I still have to get used to it because the brainwashing at my church, whatever, but it's like, I think it's kind of cool. It's like, especially, it's like, it's, I don't care if they're gay, straight, or whatever. If they have like female, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's like, it's a reason where, oh, we can have an at-home spa day. We can watch Netflix, get our nails done, and soak our feet and stuff like that. It's like, I, to me, I'm like, oh yeah, because with my ex, we like, oh, that'll be stupid. When I said, ooh, because I'd even add nails or whatever, but I'm like, ooh, we can have a spa day. I can bring facial mask stuff, and we can like blah 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 moisturize or whatever. And it's like he was like, no, that's gay. No, that's stupid. No, that's dumb or whatever. And I feel like, okay, maybe the guy who wears finger, like, I think he would be more confident in himself to know that's not a gay or straight thing to do, especially with a lot of the men I'm seeing nowadays around my age who have all of those creases in their eyes and stuff like that. And because they didn't want to take care of their skin because they thought it was only feminine, and they didn't think it was just skin care and moisturizing. But that's for a different day. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too. Yeah, this was a messy episode. Bye.